right, so today we're trying to build a functional Lucario EX deck list. And if you don't remember, Lucario EX is a Pokemon with 1 attack that deals 100 damage for 3 energy, but it can also deal 30 damage to a opponent's bench Pokemon. So you can deal 100 on the active, 30 on the bench, and there's some strategies and combos that I think could work really well with this card. The first idea is to run Tyrouge because this Pokemon damages your opponent's Pokemon for 20 damage. However, you can invest your energy onto your Riolu, aka your Lucario EX. And then the second card that I think is going to combo well is Cyrus, because after you use your first Aura Sphere, you deal 100 to the active and 30 onto the bench. The second turn, you can snipe the one you've already given 30 to the active spot, and then potentially even knock out the one that you damaged 100 if they're barely hanging on with the extra 30, and that's a 2-hit combo right there. Here's the rest of the deck list. We're also running a Rampardos because having a non-EX Pokemon that can damage things like Oricorio, but also Rampardos just hits very hard, is very helpful for this deck, as well as a red for our first Aura Sphere to guarantee that Cyrus comes in and then we can just win the game that way, and a PCL Nurse Joy Pokemon Center Lady to help us recover any damage to keep us alive. But there you guys have it. Let me know in the comments what you think of this deck list. Don't forget to like, hype, and subscribe, and let's find out if this Lucario EX can hang. Right, looks like we're going first into a matchup that isn't great for us, but also, like, look at our hand. That's a pretty good hand. If we could find ourselves a rare candy, and if this is like a Suicune, we could just end up winning here. Okay. Not great for me. Our turn first. I'm going to do the Pokeball, because the Pokeball is 100% needed. Not what we wanted. I'm going to research. I was going to say PCL there. All right, another Pokeball. We'll get what we need here. Fantastic. I will attach here. I will put this guy down. I think the play is... Do I put the second Tyrouge down? Thing is, like, if they evolve into a Greninja, that's just an easy two snipe right there. So I think we'll do this. Just to deal some damage. I think this might work, actually. All right, top decking a rare candy right here would be the best thing ever. I think we just win if we find a rare candy. No rare candy. I will attach here. I will evolve. I think that's the play. I'll put this guy down as well. I know I didn't want to earlier. This is pretty good for me, right? Mantike. Yo, this feels like they're breaking. Like, this might actually be Greninja, Mantike, and a Suicune or something. Speaking of which, I have a Kingdra deck list that I'm excited to share with you guys. It'll probably go up tomorrow, maybe? We'll see. We'll see. Starting Tyrouge is definitely the play here, right? Okay. Okay, so they bring this guy in. Interesting. I think we win regardless, right? Even if we don't draw what I need, I'm just going to snipe this guy. Okay. Like, I'm going to discard my own Skull Fossil right here. But if we top deck a rare candy, Rampardos comes in, and I'm pretty sure we just clean up the game. Everything. I love it when a plan comes together, don't you guys? Rampardos for the win. Now, we could have won with the Lucario, but I think this is okay considering my opponent only has 1 card in their hand. It could be a Greninja. I'm just going to get rid of this. I don't think we actually even need the red. So I'm just going to get rid of it out of my hand. That was a great top deck. We take the 50. Anyway, the idea was we attack with Tyrouge, we discard the fossil, we ramp here, and then the following turn, Luca comes in and picks up 2. The baby Pokemon and the Greninja outside of them having Irida. So either way, we had a win condition 2 ways. Great first match. Let's see. Let's get Lucario to actually do something, though. All right, game number 2. Tails, we're going second. Let's see how this one goes. Oh, we are going into a weakness for Lucario, unfortunately. I mumbled that word. All right. This isn't the end of the world because, like, we have the Skull Fossil and that we don't have a weakness to. I find it weird that sometimes when I click on a card, it initially is super blurry. Maybe it's because I'm on blue stacks, right? So we'll go here. I'll attach the energy there. It makes the most sense. And we'll just hit for 20. Nothing else I can do here. They can Will-O-Wisp me for 20. But that's about it. They research, so they have no idea how helpful that red card was. Okay. Fantastic. Sure, bud. This makes me feel like they don't have what they're looking for. They're going to deal 20 here. And if they don't evolve, we're chilling, right? Oh, and the research. So I'm going to Pokeball first to get the Riolu. Nice. Rare Candy Rampardos top deck right now would be insane. Oh my god, I was about to say, dude. I was about to say, let me tell you. You know, I think I'm going to retreat into this guy. Give them 0 points and me another turn to just ramp, right? Okay. That's their second research. The most recent research is here, I see. Okay. Oh, they can't even hit me, bro. Oh, no. So check this out. We actually have the best counter. At the end of your opponent's next turn, I get 90 here. Right? So all I have to do, that's unfortunate for them. Either they're bricking or we just have the best counter. I just retreat for free into this guy. And that's it. Oh no. That's unfortunate. Yeah, no, here's the concede, bro. I came in prepared. All right, round 3. I mean, I love that we keep opening with Tyrouge, but I feel like Tyrogue's kind of been the MVP here. Oh, I spoke way too soon. Guys, I spoke way too soon. All right, we got a Riolu here. Double Lucas. I can attach and hit turn 1. It's pretty good, right? Into a Buzz. This could work out, right? I think a Cortana Pheromosa would be pretty bad for me. And a Celesteela, of course. Because Celesteela will just let them retreat for free. I think I actually lose if... Okay, there's a Celesteela. If we could dodge the other types, I think we're okay. Okay. I don't think this is bad though, right? I can attach here, and I could just jab real quick. Oh, it's the Pheromosa. Well, good news is... Good news is... we survived this, right? Okay. Nice. Nice, nice. I'm going to do the 30 on this guy. You might be okay, right? I can go there. I can Skull Fossil here. I can attach here. Knock out the Pheromosa, but then go right into this guy. Now, if they don't heal, right? Because I imagine you're either going to Lucamine, right? Or you're going to Erica. I guess they're going to go for an Erica here. Or I guess they can Lucamine here, right? A red also helps them out. Well, they can only use one. They either have to Lucamine, Erica, or red. They can't do all of them. I think we're in a good spot here. Finally, third match in. Lucario EX coming in swinging. I bet you they had a Mars red card, but the fact that we had no other bench Pokemon, they didn't know what to do. Okay. I don't know if that's the play, you know? I don't know, man. Because I can just come in with Lucario. I guess if they have a red, I'm dead, right? No, they can't use both. They can't use both. All right, I am going to, I guess, put this guy down before we pick up the Mars. And I will attack here. All right, that is a really comfortable position. A Cyrus top deck would just win us the whole game, right? But also, like, Celesteela goes down to us. This is interesting. We do go for the Erica. All right. They probably have their own Cyrus, though, right? Oh, that's unfortunate. Did not draw in time. Do we think they have their own Cyrus, though? Okay. Pokeball. I could bring another. We're not going to be able to ramp this guy quick enough. That's for sure. You know, outside of them having a Cyrus, we might actually be okay. I'm going to retreat into the Tyrouge. They have 7 cards left. They've used the Sabrina. Cyrus wins them the game. But if they don't have Cyrus, we might be okay. Nah, they got it. GG's. That was a tough match. I think we were doing fairly well. I think the Erica kind of hindered me there. Maybe if I waited a turn with PCL, we would have been able to come back. And then also, we would have won that if they just didn't have their Cyrus. Anyway, good game. Into the Buzzwole. Haven't seen that around that much. So that was a good match. That was a good match. All right, we're going first again. Definitely need a Tyrouge opener. Oh no, this is quite possibly the worst opener. All right, Riolu's, like, we just have to sacrifice Riolu here. I don't want to, it's going to take me 4 turns to get this guy online. So this is literally just a body for us to have right now, unfortunately. We have PCL. I can research first. Skull Fossil into Rampardos. All right, things are shaping up quite nicely for us. And another Riolu. That's what we needed. So I'll go here. I'll go there. And I can just end my turn, right? If we end up finding a rare candy, I think we're in the best spot ever. Unironically. All right, so they're going to hit us here. For 40, which is kind of crazy. All right. Pokeball's not bad, right? Pokeball's pretty good because it guarantees the Tyrouge. Guarantees the Tyrouge. I'll go here. I will evolve this guy. Oh, I'm gonna save the PCL. I don't think we need to use it right now. I don't know if there's an actual benefit of having PCL. But I think this is a pretty good, like, bench presence. And sometimes you just have to sacrifice your active, especially if you're going first and you're evolving into a Pokemon that needs a lot of energy. Like, there's just not much you can do in that situation, right? Can someone help me remember Tyranitar Darkness? It deals what, 130, right? I believe that's the damage output. I believe that's the damage output. Okay. We go into Tyrouge. We can still potentially top deck here, which would be phenomenal. Oh my god. Ask and you shall receive, man. I'm telling you, man, this deck, we're cooking. If I go here, I retreat into you. And I think we just win the whole game now. We have PCL. So we're going to be able to recover and not even knock ourselves out while still getting the Lucario online. Oh yeah, that was a great top deck right there. I was a little concerned because they also have double Nihilijos. The toxic damage was going to go up. They can poison barb here. That's a little scary. Okay. Interesting. I still think we're fine though, right? Because this gets rid of the special condition. Oh man, what a card. What a card to include in this deck. And we'll survive, right? That's the crazy part. 150 and we survive. Dude, I'm not mad at that. That is pretty good. Poipole. Is that how... Did I pronounce that correctly, guys? Poipole? Alright, so they're gonna evolve. Yup. Big guy. Big dude. And they just concede. There it is, guys. You know what? I'm not too upset. I went into this thinking Lucario EX wasn't going to do a lot, and I was pleasantly correct. He did his best. But Rampardos and Tyrouge were the real MVPs. To be honest, when Lucario EX did get online, it did work, but we lost in the only matchup where it mattered. Because we didn't just combo into the Cyrus like we wanted to when I explained in the intro. But yeah, there you guys have it, a Lucario EX deck list running a Tyrouge Rampardos. I thought it was pretty good. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to like, hype, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.